Hello and welcome to Mike and Mike in the Morning. Today we're going to talk about MLB postseason picture and Ichiro Suzuki. Matt's going to start us off with Ichiro.
Yesterday Ichiro got traded to the Yankees, and the first game was against his former team, the Mariners. And really, I'm wondering how significant he will be for the Yankees. I personally think he'll have a good impact. I mean, Brett Gardner's out for the year. They really do need another outfielder. He's a very, very, very good fielder. He's won many, many Gold Gloves. He's a good hitter. He's only hitting 261 this year, though. I mean, he's definitely past his prime. I mean, we're not going to see the old Ichiro anymore. 4 home runs, 28 RBIs. He does have 49 runs, though, this year. That's pretty good. He's got 16 stolen bases, so he still has the speed. What do you think, Shane?
Obviously, for the Yankees trading for Ichiro, the best just got better. But in the long run, I think this trade's going to be irrelevant. The guy's hitting 261. He only has 4 home runs. He's never been a power guy, though. He swept 16 bases, but at age 38, I can't really expect that sort of production to even plateau. I think it's only going to go downhill from here.
He did play for the Mariners. I mean, nobody should be happy to be playing for the Mariners. Sorry, Seattle fans, but it's just a fact. It's just a fact. I mean, Ichiro. Maybe this will help. Now he's on the best team in the majors right now. And the Yankees, maybe this will, maybe he might have a chance.
But you said nobody should be happy playing for the Mariners. But Ichiro, one of the things that teams like about him is he's the type of guy who's going to play hard for wherever he is. He's not going to, take a couple of plays off just because he's unhappy about Seattle. He only plays baseball one way, and he's going to play hard. But I think that's the one thing that's made his play decline. If you watch him now in the outfield, he's not going hard after those balls. He's not trying to take those chances with those big throws. His arm's not what it used to be. His outfield range isn't what it used to be. He's just a 4th outfielder on a playoff contender. There's nothing more and nothing less.
All right.
So do you think that he'll remain at the bottom of the order? Do you see him?
I don't see him going up.
No.
If he goes up, who's going down?
Right. True.
Think about that Yankees lineup.
Right.
He's not speed. He's not as fast as he was either. He's an 8th guy.
So the Yankees, as I said, just got better. They're first place in the American League East with a pretty comfortable lead over the rest of the division, which is all pretty tight-knit. Baltimore, Toronto, Boston, and Tampa Bay are all within a few games of each other. Looking at the rest of the American League, the Yankees are leading the East. Detroit's in the lead in the Central. Texas leads the West by a pretty wide margin. And then the Angels and the Oakland Athletics both have the wild card spot.
A's going up there. This wouldn't have happened a month ago.
Yeah,
no way.
But there's a plethora of teams just below them that are within 4 games of a wild card spot. So, Dave, I'm just going to ask you, long term, where you take us to game 162, who are the 5 teams from the American League that are making the playoffs?
All right. Well, I think that the Texas Rangers and the New York Yankees are givens. Right now, they both have comfortable leads over the rest of their divisions. I think that those 2 are going to be the best in the American League. I like the Tigers in the Central. Originally, they started slow. No, they started well. Then they had a little skid, but they're back in it. They're leading the Central right now. A couple games ahead of the White Sox. I like their pitching lineup, and I like Prince Fielder and Miguel Cabrera. I think that they have a good team, and I think that they have a chance to go deep in the postseason. The 2 wild cards, I'm going to stay with the Los Angeles Angels. I think Trumbo and Trout have surprised most of the viewers watching MLB baseball, and I like that dynamic duo, if you will. And they have a good pitching lineup too. The second wild card, I'm not so sure about. I don't know if Baltimore or Oakland are really going to stay around that long. I think that I'm more confident in Baltimore than Oakland. As of right now, I will go with the Baltimore Orioles because they have a good pitching lineup. They are an outstanding fielding team, and center fielder Adam Jones is a great player.
So all right. You think Baltimore is going to stick around?
I just want to say, I agree with most of those teams there. I got Yankees, Rangers, got that. I do have the Tigers coming first in the AL Central. I got the Angels. I think they'll make the wild card, but I have the White Sox making the other wild card spot. I just don't think. Let's think about it. Oakland has been in the playoffs since 2006. I don't even know the last time Baltimore made it. It's been a very, very long time, long time ago. I think before we were born even.
Yeah.
And they just don't have the experience to know what it's like to come into late games and to come late in the season. Got to win those final few games. I don't think they just have the experience. The White Sox do have a little more experience in that with some of their other players like Adam Dunn, those kind of players. So I think just the White Sox, because of experience, and they do have talent. I mean, we know that Paul Konerko, Adam Dunn, Jake Peavy can be okay. He's an on-off kind of guy.
Right.
I mean, but I just like the talent a lot better in Chicago than Oakland. And
Yeah, I agree with you,
Baltimore
man. I
right now.
think Chicago long term is going to make the playoffs. I think they have a chance to contend for that American League Central crown. I actually have them winning the division and Detroit taking a wild card spot.
I was thinking that, but I think Detroit, again, talent, Verlander, they have a good manager, Verlander, Prince Fielder, Miguel Cabrera. I mean, see, they got it all.
All right, well, we're running low on time here, so let's try to make a quick run through the National League. National League East, Washington, Central is Cincinnati, West is San Francisco, Pittsburgh and LA have the wild card. Just real quick, both of you, what is one team that could surprise people in the National League that you think could make the playoffs? Matt?
That I could think can make the playoffs. Right now, you should definitely watch out for the St. Louis. Watch out for the Braves. I'm sorry. Watch out for the Atlanta Braves. They're a very good team. We have to remember they are a young. Well, besides Chipper Jones, but Dan Engel is a good hitter. He's got some power. He had that hitting streak before.
Yeah.
They got very good pitching.
Right.
Like Cambro, so
I
yeah.
completely agree. We're running low on time. Tune in tomorrow. Mike and Mike. The end.